Now, from across the tri-states, this is KHQA Sports.
Well, tip-top evening, everybody, and welcome to this, the 8th and penultimate week of the high school football regular season, which is just my fancy way of saying second to last.
Which means the bubble teams in Western Illinois have just 2 weeks to salvage their seasons and fight their way to no less than 5 wins for a shot at the IHSA playoffs, not to mention just one more week of jockeying for district playoff position in Northeast Missouri. But we start tonight with the end of an era.
Indeed, the last ever Mid-State 6 championship game. Nick Wyman trying to lead his team to victory against Peoria Richwoods. That would prove to be a tall, nearly impossible order, and it starts right here with Jermaine Johnson, 6 plays deep. What a finish to this drive. 46 yards out. And the Knights running back, and they've got a lot of them, goes in for the score, made it 6-0. QND trying to answer. Joey McKay, this is an ill-advised pass as it ends up in the hands of Noah Cutright, and he's going to take it to the house. 70 yards to make it a 14-0 lead at that point. QND had but one first-half highlight. It comes here courtesy of Barry Welper with the interception. The pick gives QND decent field position and stymies the drive. Wouldn't last for long. Here comes Kendrick Foster, the future Illini tailback, and he's a good one. In from 1 yard out, he would score and score and score again until the point where Bill Cannell never wants to see him again. Later, it's a 41-yard punt return for the touchdown as he takes that to the house. This kid's got some moves. He's also really, really strong. Fun kid to watch unless you are a Quincy Notre Dame fan tonight. The miscues continue in the first half. Pickoff right here by the aforementioned Jermaine Johnson. He and Kendrick Foster just absolutely wreaked havoc tonight on Quincy Notre Dame's defense. All of this in the first half. In fact, these guys so good, they forced the running clock on the Raiders tonight as you see Johnson go in for the score. It was 42-0 at the half, 49-0 to finish. The last ever Mid-State 6 crown is going to Richwoods. They beat QND 49-0. The Raiders have to regroup in a hurry with Macomb up at a neutral site, Hanson Field, coming up next week. The one bit of good news in Quincy tonight, well, that belongs to Keith Valkamp. He's your latest grill qualifier. You know it's a bad night, then that's all we can offer you, Ross. And congratulations to Keith. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. We'll draw from our final 10 folks coming up in a couple of weeks now. A couple of scores to pass along. Quincy High School will not be going to the playoffs this year. They lose to Galesburg in double overtime tonight, 28-27. Rick Little elected to go for the 2-point conversion. It failed. Galesburg gets the win. That means Quincy High School now has 5 losses. No possible way of getting into the playoffs. Much better news for the Jacksonville Crimsons. They're playoff bound tonight. They beat up on Mater Dei, who was 5-2 coming into this night. Boy, Jacksonville really put it on them. 41-14 your final. Congratulations to Mark Rounds and crew. What a gritty effort tonight for the Crimsons. Ross, you're up, buddy.
Macomb trying to stay undefeated on senior night. Big crowd on hand. It has been a great senior year for Brett Taylor. I think you said, Chris, about 18 tackles a game in your latest duerisms. Watch him just seek out his man right there. That's good stuff from Brett. Also, Bombers' first possession. Something we've noticed this year, Jared Rockhold really good at dodging tackles. He gets downfield here. First down, but that drive would stall. Rockridge did the only scoring in the first half on this short touchdown plunge. They led 7-0 at the break and also 14-6 over the Bombers at last check in the third quarter. We'll get a final for you very soon. Also in the West Central Conference, got a couple of scores to give you. Illini West stays pretty hot. It's 36-7 over Sherrard in the fourth quarter there. Also, Princeton falls to West Hancock. Huge win for Brian Luton's team, 56-13. And of course, Pittsfield, Grigsville, Perry, and Orion coming up Saturday at 3 p.m.
I know Coy Dorothy had 5 touchdown passes in the first half alone for West Hancock. Big night for them. Let's take you to the WIVC. Brown County trying to stay playoff eligible, trying to get that all-important 5th win against a good Greenfield team tonight. It was Brady Long. He's your reigning KHQA Player of the Week. He had 4 of these tonight, long touchdown runs, this one from 33 yards out as the Brown County Hornets get it done. Long may be back-to-back Player of the Week after that kind of effort as the Brown County Hornets hang on to beat Greenfield tonight. 25-20 was your final. The Hornets now have 5 wins. They are playoff eligible and looking very good, Ross.
Let's take a look at Triopia and Pleasant Hill, the Wolves and Trojans. Early on, take a look at the Wolves. They're going to capitalize on a bit of a mental mistake here from the Trojans. The punt goes away, and it's muffed back onto the turf. Here comes Ty Prutt. He's going to recover this one. Big momentum shift there early in the game for Pleasant Hill, but they would be forced to punt. But they wouldn't score there, but they would do some hitting later on. Bo Smith, the throwdown there at the line of scrimmage. Good stuff from Mr. Smith on that one. But then the Trojans, they got to work. Tanner Huddleston has shown he's good with his arm, but he's also good with his feet. Gets out, scrambles there, dodges a tackle, and he's off to the races. Dodges one more downfield. He's in for the score. Triopia would score first. Later on, Huddleston, he'll get it done with the passing game. He hits Derek Shoney there in the flat, and Shoney will break one tackle down the sideline. Triopia would go up early in this one. Don't have a final, but they were leading at last check.
Yeah, they were up big at the half. I think it was 28-0 at the half. We'll get you a final coming up on the website. Also tonight, Central Southeastern takes care of business against North Green. Bobby Keltz, Douglas Weiss, each with 2 touchdowns apiece. Carrollton tonight knocks off Unity Payson 35-12. And coming up tomorrow, it is the Band of Brothers game. It will be Nick versus Nate as the Grahams go head-to-head tomorrow night. That game set for 7 o'clock. Hope to have highlights of that one for you coming up tomorrow in overtime. How about the Beardstown Tigers? They are seeking a home playoff berth, looking for win number 7 on the season. Gus Vermillion, he's just flat good. Right here to Greg Carnes, comes wide open and into the end zone for the score. I mentioned Vermillion. He's not only big with the arm, look at the scrambling ability right here as he comes up the sideline. Nobody from BPCA can tackle the kid. That's a nice pickup. Then it's Vermillion getting resourceful right here. He's going to hook up right here with Greg Gibson on the nice pickup right up the middle, and Gibson doesn't want to go down. He just keeps rumbling through the middle, and that would set up our guy Delaney, 16-pack Ortiz going in on the toss sweep right here. That, my friends, made it 14-0. Beardstown just not done yet. Vermillion this time hooking up again with Greg Carnes. All about the Tigers tonight as they improve to 7-1 on the season. They blow out BPCA 42-0 was your final there. West Prairie, Ross.
West Prairie hosting Ridgewood tonight. First of all, though, we'll take a look at Rushville Industries' score over South Fulton. It was 28-22 in favor of the Rockets. Good, close one-score game there in that one. Now let's take a look at West Prairie, as that's actually Macomb. We'll hope to pull up West Prairie and Ridgewood in just a second. If we don't have it, Chris, we'll just go ahead and move ahead. Hopefully
well, we'll just move on and we'll talk some scores tonight if we can. Moving forward, we'll talk about the Hannibal Pirates as they get the big win on the road against Marshall. This was an 8-8 game at the half tonight. Marshall hanging tough with the Pirates, but they find a way in the second half, as they've done a number of times this season, and push forward. 28-8 was your final. Big E tonight in Shelbina. Phenomenal game between South Shelby and Clark County. Remember, Clark County coming off that huge win over Centralia. Was this a potential trap game? Luke Ross says, I'm not having any of that, with the quarterback sack right off the bat. And then right here, it's some more defense. Javen Ray right here with the J. Ray pickoff of David Hafman. And that would set up Austin Egley, and he had himself a night. Egley, the outstanding scrambling quarterback, might have moved to the top of the Player of the Year list tonight with this effort. The takeaway, he's going to take it all by his lonesome on the huge run. That's going to set up Jacob Trump for the touchdown dive coming up right here as he's going to plunge his way in, and Clark County has the lead, but it would be short-lived in the first half because the lead would be exchanged many, many times. David Hafman hooking up to Wes Mefford, who had 118 receiving yards in the night. Nice catch right there. Defense would be smothering, though, from Clark County in return. Lincoln Jones, Luke Ross, they'll hit you, as you can tell. That's big. South Shelby, though, picking things up with their own defenses. They're going to recover an Egley fumble, I should say, at that point. That would set up this, and this is just a pretty piece of play calling right here. Alex Blackford, halfback option pass. He's got that in the repertoire. That's going to go to a touchdown to Wes Mefford at the other end, and look at the chicanery. It works. But here comes Egley. He's going to turn the tables again. 252 yards rushing, 4 rushing touchdowns tonight as he takes in the 52-yard keeper right here to give his team right there a 14-point margin. Actually 14 points in the first half, I should say. South Shelby would answer. They'd actually take the lead at halftime, leading 20-14. Again, it is Mr. Mefford going in for the score right here. Second half, though, Clark County finds a way to pull away and get the thing done. Phenomenal game tonight. Final count in this one sees Clark County win 41-32 in what was just an excellent ball game for both teams. Again, Austin Egley, 4 rushing touchdowns on the night. Also tonight in the Clarence Cannon Conference, it was Palmyra beating Mark Twain. Bobby Grunlow, 3 receiving touchdowns tonight on the night as he has himself a really good night. Also, Mark Twain, as you could see, just probably couldn't put up anything to get them stopped. Meanwhile, Centralia scores all 49 of its points in the first half, beats Louisiana 49-0 in that ball game. Also tonight, Brookfield knocked off by Macon. Huge win for Pete Klass's crew tonight on the road. Macon with a dandy tonight, 12-7 over Brookfield. Highland, Monroe City, Ross.
Let's start it off with Highland. How about some Cougar power here? Inside reverse to Derek Smith. He is off to the races. See you later. He is gone for the touchdown. That is a well-designed play. Smith into the end zone. Very nice later on. Let's play some defense here. It would be Zach Smith coming up with the interception off of Austin Richmiller. You'll see Smith enter in right about there and pick it off. We're going the other way, and let's pick it up with some reverse action on the other side of things. And you're going to see a great block here by Alex Nunn coming up. Number 70. Take a look at him right here. We'll get to the play. It's the reverse, and Nunn would lay down a sweet block coming up here.
Derek Smith is just so fast, but when you get sprung like this, it really helps, Ross. Look at Nunn, number 70. Boom! You gotta love that.
Whew, that is nasty. Good stuff right there. That would lead to a big game and a touchdown there for Highland. This game just kept the good stuff coming. Kyle Fulton later on. Here we go from Monroe City. The rollout to the right, Kyle Fulton receiving towards the line of scrimmage right there, and he's going to rumble all the way downfield. Good score from here. He busted out to the left, and Highland Monroe City just kind of trading punches early on. Blake Grice would later have a touchdown as final score in this one between Highland Monroe City. It's Highland by 10, 20-10. Good win for them.
Big win for the Cougars. First one in a long time against the Panthers. Elsewhere tonight, Knox County led 16-0 at the half, loses to Schuyler County 29-16 was your final there. Scotland County leading at the half over Putnam 16-0. North Shelby gets drilled tonight by Milan 70-8 was your final in that ball game. And Keokuk just completed a big win over Mount Pleasant 63-21 your final. Trevor Roth 4 touchdowns in that ball game. What else have we got for you? State golf today. Quincy High School looking very good, positioning themselves well. Zach Burry really the story on this day for the Blue Devils on number 4, very difficult par 3. He would put this up in birdie range, knock that down, back-to-back birdies for Mr. Burry. Shot a 74 on the day. He's in the top 5 right now, leading his team to very good positioning as well in the top 3. More to come right here. Corey Boots also playing very well right here. In a spot of bother from the bunker on number 2. Shot a 76 today, which also puts him very nicely in this one. Shot of the day from the Blue Devils would come, though, from Colby Rodemick on number 1. Beautiful approach shot. He shot 80 today. The Blue Devils are currently in 5th, I should say, as a team. 6 strokes back, as we'll track them tomorrow. Also today, some other notable figures. Hunter Bettis from West Central leading his team to a 10th place finish right now. West Central in Class 1A. He finished 8th. +8 today, 33rd place overall. Congratulations, Drew Eaton, his first day score, not too bad in bad conditions. He's currently tied for 55th place. On the girls' side, Quincy Notre Dame may have the best chance to win something. They are right now in 3rd place as a team. Jamie Earhart leading the way with a 78 on the day. Some quick scores to pass along. Congratulations to Lauren Fry and Haley Hadsall as well. Great scores. Big one tonight. Macomb with a huge win tonight in soccer. 2-0 over Peoria Christians. Highlights of that one coming up tomorrow in overtime. Some other quick scores to get through at the Pumpkin Tournament. Jacksonville wins 1, loses 1 today. Congratulations to Katie Fauble moving on to the state for the 4th consecutive year.